They say Skyrim is a land of heroes and dragons, but for a man who had to leave his car and half his life at the border, this is the land of desperate beginnings. I am not the dragonborn, nor am I a knight or a warrior. I am just a humble merchant with a very hungry wolf. My goal is to set up my own shop before winter hits the passes. After I got Riverwood, I sold some armor to the Riverwood blacksmith and made my first 1500 septims. The innkeeper said I can buy a horse at Whiterun for 1000 septims. Hopefully the stable master is generous enough to decrease the price to 800 septims. That way I will be able to buy mead and apples for the Vice Wolf and will be able to afford a night at the inn. Riverwood was awash. I couldn't get a fair price for a single piece of armor. But Whiterun will be different. They have a luxury market to feed and a water supply. The Riverwood trader was offering 2 septims for each pile of salt. I think I'll get a better price at Whiterun. Well, I can't blame the Riverwood trader. He lost his some kind of artifact. Not my concern though. I still can't believe those Imperial guards put such a heavy tax on a single cart. They called it a wartime levy, but it felt more like highway robbery. Good thing the Vicewold knows how to wag more than just her tail. If it were not for Holo's negotiations with the star-stuck captain, they would have taken our supplies too. Instead, we walked away with our supplies and the crate of mortal salt I bought from Cyrodiil. For a land so obsessed with blood and iron, Skyrim has a strange way of looking like a painting. When the light hits the peak just right, it's a land that doesn't try to hide what it is. It's cold, it's dangerous, and it's absolutely breathtaking. Once we reach Whiterun, we'll unload whatever we have and buy some local salt or spices and see if we can't flip them for profit in the next hold. Thanks to the wise wolf, the wildlife is keeping their distance from us. Looks like we'll reach Whiterun without any problem. Hopefully the Whiterun guards won't suspect the wise wolf for a Daedra, or I'll have to pay the Daedra tax. Hopefully I'm able to sell the wolf pelts and the mountain flower I bought from Helgen, and the salt will fetch enough gold to buy us some apples. If the market is flooded with leather, we are in trouble. I think we should stop by the meadery up ahead and calculate our margins, and who knows, I might even buy a mug of ale for the Vice Wolf. I heard the Jarl of Wildhem killed the High King. They say in a fair battle, but who knows. Good thing it's not raining today. That's a good omen. I think we'll make a lot of profit. Sometimes I wonder who even built these structures. The Wise Wolf is really quiet today. I wonder what happened. Of course, I should have known better than to talk about bad omens in a land that changes its mind every 10 minutes. The sky is as moody as the Whiterun guard and twice as likely to soak you to the bone. Whiterun guards are patrolling. I wonder if it is because of the civil war or because Whiterun is the trading hub of Skyrim. Ignore the dead body, Holo. Don't even look that way. A dead mercenary and a guard not caring about it, that's a conversation that only ends in a jail cell or a bribe that I can't afford. In a land as violent as Skyrim, the guards are as jumpy as the bandit and as twice dangerous to a man with a heavy purse. The thing you see on the road to a new beginning. I hope the city walls are safer than the city outskirts. Anyways, let's get inside the meadery and grab some drinks.
Blackbriar mead is just fine. If you need something to wash the dirt off a riding horse's hooves.
Wash the dirt off a horse hoof? That's a dangerous way to talk about the most powerful woman in Riften. The man has a fine product, but a merchant who lets his pride outplace his prudence is asking for a broken leg or a broken neck. Enough talk of mead and rivalries. A merchant on foot is just a traveler with a heavy pack and a shorter life expectancy. Oh gods, look at that. I knew the north was dangerous, but I didn't expect it such a greeting party. Stay back, Holo. Those aren't just some farmhand. Those are professional blades from the Companion Guild. A giant toe is worth a fortune in the alchemy circles, but I'm not interested in harvesting a limb. Think of the coin it takes to keep warriors like that fed and armored. If they're busy with the giants, they'll be too busy to notice a merchant with special salt at the gate. A carriage? If the talk at the meadery was true, it's a tempting offer. We could be in Solitude or Riften by tomorrow morning, sparing our feet and Holo's pride. A jester stuck at the Laurier's farm with a broken wagon wheel? That sounds like a disaster for a merchant.
Careful. Thanks, Skullbar. I'll remember.
1500 septims? In the south, that's enough to buy a fine horse, and still enough left for a night of luxury. Let's see what a horse goes. 2500 for a beast that looks like it survived 3 civil wars and a dragon attack. Since Cyrodiil that cost less than this. Did you hear that, Holo? 2500. It seems the wise wolf isn't the only one with an expensive appetite in this hold. They say Skyrim is a land of heroes, but for a man with 1500 useless septims and a partner who refuses to walk any faster, it's a land of very long and very expensive roads. Let's hope the city gates are kinder to us than the stables. Come on, Holo. The sun is setting, and I would rather face a guard's bribe than another night in rain.